guys, welcome to another one of our videos. I'm the Worm, this is the Problem. Today we're doing another e-liquid review. We would like to point out that this liquid was sent to us free of charge, but that will not change it what we say on the product itself. It will be a true and honest review of this liquid. This is another liquid from vapors.com.my. That's M-Y, not N, just in case it was hard of hearing out there. Today we're doing
a grape juice e-liquid from the DIY range off of vapors.com.my. It's 12 milligram strength, 70-30 PG VG. All of their liquids are 70-30 from the ones that we have. So yeah, 70-30 VG PG. It's well, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's alright. Give it a go.
I need to drip a few more drops of mine.
It's very sweet is the best way I can describe it. It's not like on the back of your throat sweet, it's very on your tongue sweet. It's a bit of a weird one. It does taste like grape juice, just a very mild, very mild grape juice. I wouldn't say it's bang on grape juice.
I think it's close though.
It's close.
It's not horribly off or anything, it's just it's not. The last two ones we tested from Vapors, sorry guys, vapors.com.my, they were really strong and intense flavours. Like the bubblegum was really good and the peppermint was powerful. But this grape juice is very subtle and sweet. It's not.
It's very on your tongue.
It's very nice, but it's just I don't know how to. It's not going to blow your mind with flavour.
No, it's definitely not a super strong flavoured liquid.
It's just one that it's just yum. It's not like pow, there's your flavour. It's like grape juice.
It's got a very a little twinge to it. I'm not entirely sure how I can describe this. It's got a twinge to it. It's not an unpleasant twinge. It's not an overly pleasant twinge either for me. It's kind of a very. It leaves that kind of feeling in your mouth. It does feel sweet when you inhale it. When you exhale it, it's not as much flavour there, but there is a little bit of flavour. There's pretty much nothing on my throat from this e-liquid. It's only 12 milligram strength, so I'm not expecting major throat hit, but there usually is a slight little bit of throat hit. There's no throat hit at all for this.
It is nice. I just don't think it's an all-day vape for me.
It's okay. It's not.
I think I could use it if it's all I had.
Oh, I was happy to vape this, but it's not something I'd vape if I had other stuff around. I mean, I'd vape it over certain e-liquids definitely, but this isn't an all-day vape for me by any means. It is sweet. It kind of tastes like grapes, but usually when you buy an e-liquid, it either tastes of the fruit or of a sweet of the fruit. This is kind of in between. You get kind of a little bit of a grape, and then you kind of get a little bit of a sweet flavoured, grape flavoured sweet, and then it's a bit of something else that I'm not entirely sure of. It is a little bit. I mean, we are using this in A7s or a Zeus and an A7, which is just an A7 that's a bit bigger, and we're dripping, so we're giving the flavours the best possible chance to come out. So, if I was using this in something like a Nova, I don't even think I'd really taste this too much, to be honest with you.
I think it'd be more of a sweet.
I don't think you'd be able to. Even now, if I was giving this juice, I don't think I'd be able to say that is grape juice. When we've done some of the other liquids from the DIY Premix range, you could hand it to me, not tell me what it was, and I can go, that was bubblegum, or that was peppermint, or that was whatever else it is. With this, if you hand it to me, I don't think in a million years guess it was grape juice. It's not that it's nasty by any means, it just doesn't taste that much of grape juice.
It's very nice, whatever it does, whatever it's trying to.
It's not a bad flavour.
It's a weird one, guys. It really is a weird one. It's what it's meant to be, but with something.
It's almost like a very textured vape. It feels like that's the best way. It's very like textured in your mouth, and I'm not really sure what that is. I'm not saying I've experienced before with e-liquid, and we've vaped a lot of e-liquid.
I would like to point out this is the first grape flavour we've tried though, so this could be basically the best one out there, but we can't say hands down it is. I mean, we're just saying.
But I do like grape juice. I do like grape juice, and
it's got that sweet weirdness I'm not saying it's a bad weirdness. It's just you kind of vape and you go, great, weird.
It is. It kind of. I want to say it almost tastes very, very slightly metallic-y on the way in. I don't. It's a bit. Can you see what I mean?
I wouldn't say metallic. It's got a weird.
But that's the only way I can describe that kind of twinge or twang as it comes in. Is if you use a silica based clearomizer and then you move on to like CE8 or something with a metal mesh, you get a little twinge and you notice it quickly if you've only ever used silica. Once it's bedded in, it goes. I do want to point out these aren't using mesh; these are using silica, and we do wrap our ankles a lot. So it's nothing to do with what we've done in here. It is the flavour of the liquid, but it's the only way I can kind of relate that twang. It's got a very little lift on it, and I'm not entirely sure what it is.
I'm going to go straight on to rating on this just really quickly because we're trying to keep these under 10 minutes generally. The DIY mixes just so they're more acceptable for watching. But no, we're just trying. I would say as an overall juice, I would say this is about 7.5 because it is nice. Yes, it is nice. I just don't think it's an all day. All day for me has got to be over 9.
I don't think the juice is a 7.5. I think it's more like a 5. It's not a bad grape flavour, but it's just not what I want from a grape flavour. It's meant to be grape juice, and it doesn't really taste like grape juice to me. It tastes almost like a little bit of grape, but there's other stuff going on in there that I can't pinpoint, and it takes all focus away from that bit of grape flavour you've got in it. It's not a bad vape, it isn't, but as a vape, for me, it's like a 6. As a grape juice flavour, it's like a 4. It's not a great grape juice flavour, but it is not a bad e-liquid. I hope this kind of makes sense. If you bought it, I don't think you'd go, oh, I'd never want to vape that. You'd be quite happy to vape it.
It's very nice.
Just, you wouldn't be able to go, that's definitely 100% a grape juice flavour, like you can with like the bubble gum, for example. You put bubble gum in and you're like, Jesus Christ, that's lovely.
Yeah, I was going to say, for me, this is a 7.5 as it is. But as an actual, if I just really wanted a grape flavour, it's probably going to drop to about a 6. But for me, as it is it's a 7.5 just because I think it's quite nice. I don't mind that or twang. I like a little bit of like randomness in my little flavours and that. So the fact that it's going grape, woo, grape, woo,
yes,
I quite like that. So it's keep me on my toes sort of thing.
I mean, with juice reviews, they are very dependent on what you like, because I could love a juice, and I do love certain juices, and Worm hates them. So it's very dependent on what you like. If you like kind of grape vapes, then this, like I say, we haven't tried a grape juice before. This may be absolutely amazing, and the other DIY blends we've tasted have been very, very good. So we have no real stand for comparison on this.
On this flavour, no.
On this flavour, but
as it is,
I don't know. It's a bit of a strange one.
It is
a bit of a strange one. It's not bad at all, but it's not what I wanted from a grape juice. And that's how I do like grape juice. It doesn't specify what type of grape it is. That may play a part actually. It doesn't specify.
On the picture, it's got red grape.
On the picture, it's a red grape. It definitely doesn't taste like a red grape juice to me.
No,
maybe a white grape juice, but definitely not red grape.
Maybe it's a blend of the two.
It may well possibly
maybe
be.
Where that's the twangs coming from. This is 15 Ringgate again. So
£3.25 for those of you in the UK, or about £4.50, £4.60 if you're in the US. It's quite reasonably priced. All their e-liquids from the DIY range are. They also do tasty vapor e-liquids, which are, well, they work out to be a little bit more expensive, around about the £4.30 mark. We haven't tried any of those, so we can't see what they're like. On this liquid, for me, throat hit is quite minimal. It's very 1 to 10. Throat hit's like a 3 at best.
I'm going to say 2 for the throat hit. I mean,
12 milligrams strength dose. If you've got this in an 18 or 24, it's going to give you more. So
yeah.
If you want the throat hit,
up it a bit. But flavour and vapor wise, in terms of like how much you're getting of it, I mean, flavour, it's very mild. It is a very mild flavour. I'm going to say 4 for the punch you're getting flavour, and for the vapor, it's comparable to the other ones. It's a 70-30 mix, exactly the same, so you're expecting about the same. So
the vapor is good off of all of these.
It's about a 9, isn't it?
The vapor of this is like an 8 or a 9. There's an e-liquid for the vapor you get off it. It's very good. The flavour, I disagree with Worm slightly. I don't think the flavour punch you get is as low as that. I think the plunger flavour is like 5 or 6. The actual flavour itself, I'm not so fond of, but it is a very subtle flavour. So you get a punch of subtle flavour, if that makes sense. It's not like you're not getting any flavour, it's just the flavour itself isn't very strong. Overall for me, 5, 5, 5, 5 for me overall. It's not, I wouldn't buy it, put it that way, with my money.
Overall for me, I think it's at 6.5. I mean, if I had it, I wouldn't be sad that I had it. I would use it. But if, like Proton said, if I wanted a grape juice flavour, it's not what I would expect from a grape juice flavour. So bear that in mind. I mean, maybe, like we said, maybe it is a good one out there. We don't really vape grape juice.
Know. If you vape grape juice, please let us know what kind of. I know it's hard over comments, but let us know what your grape juice tastes like. Or if you've tried this and another grape juice and you think this one's much, much better, then please feel free to comment and let us know that as well, because obviously any and all feedback is greatly received. We're not going to get offended if you disagree with us, to be honest with you.
I mean,
the more opinions in the pot, the better it is for everyone.
All juices are dependent on your own palate. What you prefer to one person may be disgusting to another. I mean, you quite like Marmite, don't you?
I love Marmite.
I hate Marmite. Ugh. So
not as an e-liquid, I want to point out. I have never vaped Marmite flavoured e-liquid.
But just as a context there, guys. But I think we're going to wrap up now.
I think we are going to wrap up. It's been a bit of a weird juice, this one, but I mean, for £3.25, you can give it a go yourself.
Yeah.
It's not expensive by any means, or 15 Malaysian ringgit. Bubblers, I really hope I'm getting this right, mate. So yeah, guys, we are going to wrap this up. This has been the DIY grape juice review. I have been Mr. Proton. He has been Lee Worm, and we will catch you again soon, guys.
See you soon, guys.